Hello, welcome back to our channel. Imagine this, you've just won $1 million, but what next? Today, we're going to talk about what to do if you win $1 million. This isn't some fanciful daydreaming. In an era where lotteries and windfalls are more commonplace than ever, it's a scenario that could happen to anyone, even you. We'll explore the do's and don'ts, the savvy moves and the pitfalls to avoid if you suddenly find yourself $1 million richer. From staying cool and discreet, to making sound investments, and even saying goodbye to your boss, we'll guide you through the practical steps to navigate this exciting, yet challenging journey. We'll also delve into the less glamorous, but equally important aspects like paying off debts, managing taxes, and warding off potential fraudsters. So, brace yourself for some practical and smart steps to take if you ever find yourself $1 million richer. First things first, keep your cool and be discreet. Winning $1 million is, without a doubt, exhilarating. But it's crucial not to let this sudden windfall sweep you off your feet. Keeping your cool allows you to make rational, well-informed decisions, rather than impulsive ones. Now, let's talk about discretion. It can be tempting to shout your good fortune from the rooftops, but it's wiser to keep your cards close to your chest. Broadcasting your newfound wealth to the world might attract unwanted attention, and not just from those envious of your good luck. There are always individuals ready to take advantage of such situations. So as you navigate your new reality, remember to stay calm, composed, and above all, discreet. This isn't just about protecting your financial interests. It's about safeguarding your peace of mind. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor, especially when you're a millionaire. Now you're a millionaire, but it's important to be realistic and not go crazy with your newfound wealth. It's easy to imagine a life of luxury, buying everything your heart desires. But it's essential to remember, money, even $1 million, isn't endless. It's tempting to go on a spending spree, fulfilling your wildest dreams. You might be picturing a mansion, a yacht, or a luxury sports car, but these are not just one-time purchases. They come with ongoing expenses such as maintenance, insurance, and taxes. Suddenly, your million can dwindle down much faster than you thought. Instead, consider your needs and wants. Prioritize what's essential and what can truly enhance your quality of life. Focus on long-term financial stability rather than short-term extravagance. Be mindful of your spending habits, and remember, just because you can afford something doesn't mean you need it. $1 million is a lot of money, but it can disappear quickly if you're not careful. So you've got a cool million in the bank. Now what? It's time for some serious financial management. Our first stop on this financial journey is tackling any debt. Yes, it's a buzzkill, but paying off your debts first is the smartest move. It's like lifting a weight off your shoulders. You'll feel lighter and more secure, and you'll also save on interest payments. Once you're free from the shackles of debt, it's time to get down to business with budgeting. It may sound boring, but it's an essential part of maintaining your millionaire status. Remember, even $1 million can run dry if you're not careful. So, categorize your expenses, allocate funds wisely, and stick to the plan. But you might ask, what about the rest of the money? Well, that's where investing wisely comes into play. When done correctly, investments can generate a steady stream of income, helping your million grow. Consider a diverse portfolio including stocks, bonds, and real estate. But remember, investing is not a game of chance. It requires knowledge, patience, and strategy. Now, if all these terms and strategies sound like a foreign language to you, don't worry. That's where hiring a financial consultant comes in. These professionals can guide you through the labyrinth of financial decisions, helping you make the most out of your newfound wealth. They can provide tailored advice based on your personal circumstances and financial goals. And speaking of goals, have you considered a high-yield savings account? This type of account offers a higher interest rate than a regular savings account, making your money work harder for you. It's a safe and smart option for stashing away a part of your fortune. So, there you have it. Pay off your debts, budget, invest wisely, hire a financial consultant, and consider a high-yield savings account. It's a lot to take in, but remember, financial management is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Remember, a fool and his money are soon parted. Don't be that fool. You're a millionaire now, and unfortunately that makes you a target. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but your newfound wealth can make you a magnet for fraudsters. They're crafty, they're cunning, and they're always on the lookout for their next big payday. They'll come at you with seemingly irresistible investment opportunities, lottery schemes, and even sob stories. Be cautious. Do your due diligence. Verify before you trust. Now let's talk about generosity. It's a virtue, no doubt, but unchecked generosity can lead to an empty bank account. You might feel the urge to help everyone around you, to share your good fortune. It's a noble sentiment, but remember, your first responsibility is to secure your own future. Be generous, but be wise about it. Set boundaries. Create a charity budget if you must. Your newfound wealth doesn't just attract friends, it also attracts fraudsters. Be vigilant. All right, now that we've covered the serious stuff, let's get to the fun part. Having $1 million in your pocket can make dreams come true. It's like having a magic wand that can transform your life. But remember, it's not just about spending, it's about spending wisely. Imagine waking up in a house that you own outright. No more rent, no more mortgage. It's a wonderful feeling of security and accomplishment. And if you've always dreamed of a home office, a spacious garden, or a dedicated room for your hobbies, this is your chance to make it happen. But don't rush into buying the first mansion that catches your eye. Consider what you really need and want in a home, and invest in a property that will appreciate in value over time. Now, how about taking that trip you've always dreamed of? With $1 million, you could travel the world in style. Whether you've always wanted to see the northern lights in Iceland, walk the Great Wall of China, or sip wine in a vineyard in Tuscany, it's all within your reach. But remember, the goal is not just to see the world, but to experience it, so take your time. Immerse yourself in the cultures, the food, the history, and create memories that will last a lifetime. And what about your job? If you're not passionate about what you're doing, if it's not fulfilling, maybe it's time to say adios to your boss. With $1 million, you could start your own business or pursue a career that you're truly passionate about. But remember, even if you're your own boss, you'll need to work hard and stay focused to be successful. So there you have it. With $1 million, you can buy a house, take a trip, and possibly even quit your job. But the most important thing to remember is this: money is a tool to improve your life, not the other way around. So make sure to use it in a way that brings you joy. So there you have it, a comprehensive guide on what to do if you win $1 million. We started off by stressing the importance of keeping a cool head. Winning a large sum of money can be overwhelming, but it's vital to keep your wits about you. Coupled with that, remember that discretion is key. The fewer people who know about your windfall, the better. Next, we talked about being realistic and not going crazy with your newfound wealth. It's easy to get carried away with lavish spending, but remember, $1 million isn't an infinite amount. Then, we moved on to the nitty-gritty of financial management. First things first, balance your checkbook and pay off any outstanding debts. Don't forget about the taxman either, as a significant portion of your windfall will go towards taxes. We also touched upon the darker side of coming into money, the potential for fraudsters, and the need to limit your generosity. Everyone will suddenly become your best friend when they know you've come into money. It's important to keep a discerning eye out for those with less than noble intentions. Hiring a financial consultant is a smart move. They can help you make a budget, open a high-yield savings account, and make sound investments. They can also guide you on opting for a life annuity, which can provide you with a steady income for the rest of your life. And lastly, we discussed the fun part. We encourage you to figure out what will make you happiest, whether it's buying a house, saying goodbye to your boss, or taking a trip around the world. You might also want to consider talking to a psychologist to help you navigate the emotional roller coaster that often accompanies a sudden change in wealth. In the end, remember this: money doesn't change you, it just magnifies who you already are. So be smart, be wise, and enjoy your millions responsibly. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so make the most of it in a way that aligns with your values and your dreams.